Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto Night Show. Your host Superman in the house. It is currently Saturday here in New Zealand at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, so midday, and another day in crypto and PulseChain. We're going to be talking about that. We're also going to be getting into a bit of Titanex today. Jake Sharp is back, so we're going to look at that. And so yeah, we had a little pump in that chart today. So yeah, fun times. So yeah, we're going to be talking about what are we Richard Hart. We're talking about Richard Hart and promotions. And talk about PulseChain, obviously, in the markets, crypto markets. We're going to get into, I guess, the stock market, just a summary of that quickly. And then, of course, interest rates, guys, coming up thick and fast. And we're going to talk about that coming up. So, yeah, we're only, about 11, 12 days away from that. And then, of course, that should trigger an altcoin boom. So let's see. Hexvader in the house there. Hey, gang, good to see Hexvader. Always a pleasure. And of course, if you haven't shared the show around on X, definitely share it around. Always helps. So get out there, folks. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and smash the follow button on X as well as YouTube. We're streaming on 3 YouTube channels. Now, if you're on Superman Crypto, I would have posted out a new relaunch video for the old Axion. They are relaunching over on BaseChain, and they are basically going, 250 billion tokens down to 50 billion, I think it's billion, down to about 250 million, and they're restructuring the whole thing, and got some pretty exciting stuff. So if you're on Superman Crypto channel, at least you will check that out, because that's got quite a big crowd over there associated to Axion, so you can check that one out. All right, what else? I think that's it. We're going to get straight into it, shall we? Let's go for gold. We're going to look at the stock market and pull it up. So let's see where we're at to at the moment. Well, we had everything else a little bit down. We had Thursday was kind of cool, but Friday closed a bit down there. S&P 500 ends lower as soft jobs data stoke economic jitters. And of course, we got the Dow Jones there down 0.5%, 220 points to 45,400. Remember, the Dow Jones has got 30 top industrial firms in it. S&P 500 is down 30%, 20 points to 6,481, and the Nasdaq with all the tech companies in it is pretty much flat today, but down 7 points to 21,700. That's where our indices are. US dollar is sitting at 97.69 right now. The commodities, we got West Texas at $61.87, Brent oil at $65.50, and they are down 2.5%. So I mean, it's good news for economic inputs, right? So that's really cool. Gold has continued to rise, up 1.3%. at $3,653. So gold is doing really, really well. We can see that it's ticking away. Let me actually go to the gold chart there. You can see that it's all-time highs. Look at that, all-time highs, just kicking up there. This chart starts all the way back in 1975. So really, really huge. Silver at the moment, $41.55, also moving up. Got to take out $48 or so to take the all-time high out back in 2011. But that is on the move, $41.55. And of course, you guys know we've been talking about this run on silver and gold way back. Or I don't know, it was 18 months ago, something. It was a long time ago. We'd be heading towards $75, $125 of silver, and we may even get a relative flippening there on the silver gold as well. Now, remember, silver is used in a lot of modern electronics in particular. And the scale of that could be really ramped up. Obviously, gold is too, but silver there on a large scale. So that is pretty much where we are right now. Economic jitters, of course, the U.S. labor market cooling. This is good for crypto and altcoin, guys. So feel might be a bit sad on a macro picture, but that's kind of where we are there. We still have a few mixed results in the labor markets, but certainly showing some weakness. So the U.S. economy added fewer jobs than anticipated in August, possibly bolstering the case for the Fed to slash interest rates at its September 16-17 policy meeting. Data from the Labor Department's Bureau of Labor Statistics showed that non-farm payrolls came in at 22,000 last month, down from the upwardly revised level of 79,000 in July. So pretty low, really. Economists had estimated the figure would stand at 75,000, so big disappointment there. Meanwhile, the unemployment rate edged higher to 4.3% from 4.2% in the prior month, in line with forecasts. August employment provides further confirmation of a downward shift in labour demand that began in May. Morgan Stanley said in one note there. So while the week report stoked some fears that the Fed could be behind the curve, but Morgan Stanley said downplayed those concerns. We do not see the report as weak enough to justify a 50 basis point rate cut in September, but opens the door to rate cuts in consecutive meetings. That's Morgan Stanley's view there. Now, you guys know the Fed is pretty much behind the times. They are behind the times. They're always late. But I actually think that it's more about politics and less about the actual economy and tariffs, right? So that is where we are right now. Sean's in the house there. Morning all. Let's get solid. I said, Sean, you talking about solid eggs? I don't know. What are is that what you're teasing with? He didn't put the eggs on there, so I guess he wasn't. We got 1 week and 4 days and 7 hours to go till the Fed meeting, and we got 91.7% now expecting a 25 basis point cut. But guess what, guys? We got a new category here, 8.3% expecting a 50 basis point cut. And I tell you what, they are so late on this move that that they should probably be doing a 75 to 100 basis points. So that 100 basis points is equivalent to 1 percentage point. They should be probably be doing it that aggressive. So I think we're going to be in for some pretty aggressive rate cuts this year. That's what they should be doing, right? They are late again. They were late to move. They were late to bring them down. And no doubt a lot of politics is involved here. It's one way of getting at Trump is by attacking the US economy. And as you guys know, Democrats don't care about the people. It's all about power, money, and control with those guys. So that is where we are right now. That is where we are. So we'll see where we go. Looking good for altcoin season, though. And that's really, a big part of today's show is Sean says solid X. And definitely, yeah. Well, that's coming up pretty thick and fast, isn't it? Can't be too far away. This is huge. This is huge. If you guys want an altcoin season, you want to get out of this little doldrum that we're in at the market. At the moment, this is the delivery. The delivery there is getting close. So 1 week and 4 days, things can turn around pretty damn fast after this with these interest rate cuts. Now, what does interest rate cuts do? They make conservative investments less desired because people want to get higher yields. So they can't. If interest rates are going down, they have to take on risk, right? They have to take on risk. What does that mean? They have to get in to buy more commodities. They have to buy more stocks. They have to buy more crypto, and that's really the key driver that you probably care about. So it's very, very exciting. Now, obviously, low interest rates also benefits the U.S. economy. It makes investments and interest charges, mortgages, and all that cheaper as well. So it has a lot of flow-on effect into the U.S. economy, and that's a boom, boom, boom. And they kind of feed on each other, right? Feeds on each other. So that is where we're at right now. So looking pretty good, guys. We've now got people expecting a 50 basis point cut, and we're only 1 day, still got 1 week and four days to go. So let's see if this starts creeping up here. And like I said, 50 basis point might be there, but actually they probably need to be doing 75 to 100 basis points on this cut, and then continuing to cut for the rest of the year. So what's October? At the moment, we've got 6.6% of the market now expecting another 25% cut. That would get us 75 basis points by October. But the majority, they're expecting definitely another 25 basis points. So that would get us to 4% from 4.5, where we are right now. And in December, at the end of the year, we've got, pretty much locked in for that third 25 basis point cut to 3.75. Now, we do have 5.6% of the market expecting 100 basis points by then, 3.5. But I suggest to you that is just way too long, and that we should have been having at least 50 basis point, if not two of them, straight away. I mean, it really is that late. So we shall see how that all plays out. Pressure is on. That's pretty much it. Game on, guys. Game on. So it's looking pretty good. Right? Let's get into that. So interest rates, altcoin season, and we're only a week and 4 days away from this bullish news. You don't get much more than that. It's kind of the last seal of approval. The other thing is, we'll probably get more monetary printing. So it's really monetary policy time now. Lower interest rates, even more money. We obviously see the M2 money supply at record highs, and it's time to really get things going, to get employment and all that going. Now, this is kind of separate from all the investment stuff that Trump's been doing. We talked about the $17 trillion and more. That's going to continue to play out, and we'll really start to see the benefits of that leading into the fourth quarter. Probably early signs in the third quarter, but leading into the fourth quarter and into next year. So that all that stuff that Trump's been doing will start to play off as we get leading into the fourth quarter and into next year. And so it's going to be cool. It's going to be good. A lot of white collar growth in jobs, and we'll probably see blue collar probably start to rebound later on with a lot of the 100% expensing, if you guys remember, from the big tax bill that got pushed through on the 4th of July. So that's kind of the lay of the land. Now, obviously, tariffs have gone to the courts, so that's still to be worked out. That's obviously a fundamental point there. It reaches a couple of things, right? It helps reorder the world trade order, but it also helps cushion the U.S. economy during this labor phase, and no doubt the Trump team are well aware of that as a dual transition period. And of course, that means you've got all those tariffs coming in, about maybe $400 to $500 billion expected. The run rate keeps going up, but of course, it's got to get approved, and they've got to win in the Supreme Court for that, which I'm sure they will, and so on. So that's kind of the play for that. Also, it could be used to pay down U.S. debt. Public debt, which we all know is around 37 trillion, and something that Trump wants to deal with. So pretty awesome. Trade deficits, budget deficits, and the public debt. Those are the big three problems, and Trump's the first one to actually deal with them. Yeah, can you believe it? It's unbelievable. It really is crazy. All right, so there we go. That is the mark right now. Now, also, we saw Trump today, just before we leave interest rates. They've renamed the Department of Defense, haven't they, to the Department of War, which is pretty alpha male, right? So welcome to the alpha male time. Time for beta males. See you guys. See you guys. We had the whole West is been led by progressive beta males, and look what they've done to the world. So it's time for the alpha males to step in and save the West. That's pretty much it. We need them. All right, so that's kind of the play there right now on the rates. Let's quickly get back to the chat there before we get into crypto. So yeah, good news is coming up, folks. So it might be a little bit down today, a little bit bad sentiment over the last week, but it's starting. It's about to get ready to rumble for Q4. Yeah, we're only, like I say, what's about 11 days away, 12 days away. We got Frank White in the house there. Bang bang, Pulse Gang. Big shout out, Frank White. Welcome to the chat there too. And let's get into crypto and see where we are at the moment in the markets. Let's go full screen for this. We've got Christos in the house there. Good evening, Superman. Good evening to you. Welcome. All right, let's see where we are. So we're on $3.9 trillion right now. So we're up 0.4% on the total market cap here on CoinGecko. 18,608 coins right now. Moving to Bitcoin, we've got $110,800 of Bitcoin. It's up 0.1%. Ethereum is sitting at 4,300, pretty similar to what we had yesterday from memory, and it's only up 0.2%. XRP at number 4, up 0.7%, $2.82. BNB at number 5 is up 0.7% at $850. Solana up 0.5% at $204 at number 6. And then we got Doge at number 9, up 2.6%. So a nice small move for Doge, just under 22 cents there. And Tron down 1.1% at 33 cents there. And of course, Justin Sun there trying to get his World Liberty tokens unblacklisted. So that's pretty sad, to be honest. To be pretty sad. Now, anybody knows Justin Sun? He loves playing the short profit game, and of course he's put some grok petition, let's say, to them to try and unleash his after he sold that $12 million to unleash. So pretty dodgy though by the World Liberty around that. We also saw some exchange selling. Apparently, there's something around the World Liberty guys actually selling some of the liquidity apparently as well. So something like $5 billion I heard. So I haven't checked all that, but that's some of the stuff out there that people are talking about. So pretty dodgy. That's not real crypto, right? So we'll see how all that lands. But no doubt he probably looked to dump it as the typical thing. I think what did he get claimed fame for? Many things like that. One of them I think was when Liquidity launched, right? He did $1 billion trade on it. I'm pretty sure it was Justin Sun on that. So let's see where it goes. In any case, that's where we are right now. Best performer over the last 24 hours is Dogecoin. And the best performer over the last week is Dogecoin again, 2.8%, but Bitcoin following pretty closely behind, up 2.2% for the week. So there we go. Top 100, meme core, massive move. Sitting at number 56, is now up 206% for the week, 23% today. So meme core doing really well. Pump Fun there is at number 83, up for 35% for the week. Story IP is at number 61, up 35% for the week. Pole, which is formerly Matic, 15%, and of course was one of the popular chains last cycle. And then we got Sky there, Maker, which is number 80, up 15%. Those are our top 5 right now, but we've got to give an honorable mention to Bitcoin Cash, making it number 6 there, up 14%. All right, that is the mark there. Top 1,000 gainers. We've got Redstone, Netmind, and TDCCP. I think we've looked at that one before. Let's have a quick look at Redstone. These are top gainers in the top 1,000. So Redstone sitting at number 342. Looks like it hasn't been around that long, since March the 6th, a couple months. And it looks like it's having a nice little pump today from 40 cents to 65 cents. It is on Ethereum chain, and it's a finance DeFi one from the looks of it. So looking at products, developers, clients, news, the modular blockchain Oracle, secure modular Oracle infrastructure for on-chain finance, trusted by top DeFi protocols. So there we go. Looks like some expensive Oracle in the house. So that is on the move. That's sitting at number 342. Only been around for a few months too. What else? We've got Netmind token. That's also trending in top 1,000, sitting at number 976. It is it's been around for how long? Quite a while from the looks of it. February 24. So it's been around for a little while. It has just been obviously down on the bottom of the chart right now, and just had a little pump. So it looks like it's pumped from 36 cents to 64 cents. It's on Ethereum as well, and it looks like some sort of AI. It's got a couple of websites here, but we'll just check one of them, I guess, and have a look at that. So this is Netmind. Obviously, AI being a pretty big theme for this cycle. Netmind token there. Net the future, power the AI, run inference. So it's got inference there. Experience the power of DeepSeek RI1 for free. Claim up to $100,000 in free inference credits. There we go. Model API is provided, so a bit of an AI tool. That is Netmind. And the last one we're going to have is TTCCP. I'm pretty sure we looked at this one before. We'll have one more look quickly. It's sitting at number 325 at 31 cents, and has been around since May the 10th, a couple of months. It is bouncing from 10 cents to 31 cents, so a really nice move there. Looks like it's on the Solana chain, and looks like it's a meme coin. So TDCCP on there. It looks like it's from, it's got English, but it's got a lot of Asian language as well. So yeah, there we go. A little bit of a meme coin there. Got a little bit of looks like got a bit of a release schedule here. Phase 1, Phase 2 in 2026, 27. So that is a TDCCP. Seems to be doing pretty well at number 325. So pretty high rank, really. That is the mark. So yeah, we're at 3.9 trillion for the total market cap. Bitcoin at 110,667. Ethereum at 4,300. That is our crypto update today. Actually, let's have a quick look. I don't think we've got anything on the strategic reserve updates. We'll have a quick look at that though. Let's make sure we don't miss anything there. Yeah, nothing. No update published, at least. We know that Bitmine Immersion and that have been buying Ethereum. We'll probably get a update that maybe over the weekend or into Monday, something like that. We'll see when they actually give that update. That is where we are there. Where are we going back up to here? Bam. All right. Let's see. We've got a couple of people in the house before we get into PulseChain, Pulse Gains. And we'll talk about Richard Hart and the marketing course coming up. Let's see who else is in here. Let's see. I'll scroll down there. We've got Sean says Sparta Hex ratio on the move. So we might check that out. Hopefully that'll be showing up in our top performers. We've got Brian in the house. Hey, Brian, good to see us, folks. Brian is here, everybody. And on the move, just dropping in for the like. Now, when he says on the move, he's probably in a pickup truck. It's probably fully laden, and he's powering it down the highway, down I-98. It's Brian, down I-98. There we go. Great to see Brian in the house, and Toxic's here as well for the double like. Nice one there, Brian. And I've got third account there for the triple likes. That's a trifecta, Brian. That's a trifecta. Yeah, you well deserve the punch there. That's pretty awesome. We got Anita in the house there. Good morning, everybody. Good to see Anita. Big welcome. So we've got a great bunch of people in the chat today. All right, so where we going? We're going to PulseChain. Let's go there. Let's go to PulseChain. All right, so PulseChain at the moment is day 847. We've got Pulse at the moment at quadruple 0379. It is up almost 1%, not quite, at 38% of the main sacrifice price, so still accumulation phase. PulseX at the moment, quadruple 027. That is down 1/5%, sitting at 27% of the main sacrifice price. And the buy and burn sitting at 7.71% at the moment. 1.52 trillion PulseX has been bought up and burned, and we're getting there. We're getting down. So we start off, about 21 trillion, excluding the OA. We're sitting at about 19.6 trillion right now. That's where we are. All right, incentive token at the moment, $1.43. What's that happening there? It is up 1/5%. And the supply is hardly any new supply these days, right? About 2,600 a year now. Hex at the moment is at just below 0.8 of a penny, up 30%, and EX at 1,600 of a penny. So EX has moved up a little bit there. And the combined price EX and PX is sitting at just under 9600th of a penny. There we go. Or almost 1 cent, not too far away. All right, so today 847 gas prices. 600,000 beats, super low, right? That is super low. That's in fact, I think the lowest we've seen it for a long time. 0.8 of a penny for a PulseX swap. Validators, let's see how that is. Pretty similar to yesterday, 52,348. And the activity on the bridge. Oh no, the bridge. Let's go to the bridge first. Almost $160 million. So pretty similar to yesterday on the bridge there. So not too much of a change. I think it's up slightly, isn't it? Up slightly from yesterday. So that is pretty much that on that. Let's go to the overall volume. We've got the volume at the moment is at 12.8 million US dollars. That's 12.8 million US dollars. Pretty is that pretty similar yesterday, I think, from memory. Pretty similar from yesterday. 250,000 transactions right now. So we haven't got a lot of volume on the chain right now, but we do have a few movers. Now, obviously, we have new tokens every day. So, just because I'm talking about it, we're just going through the top 100 pretty much. Or sometimes I don't go all the way through it, but we're going through as many as we can. And not endorsement of any particular coin. Try to stay neutral as possible. We've got Hold token at the moment. The Humpback Holders Club is been around for 6 months, up 700% today. So that's getting a bit of love from somebody. Some market makers coming in and showing that a bit of love. Look at that. So 25K. Typically, it's doing hardly anything. And then today it's getting pumped 25K. So I don't know what's driving that, but there we go. That is up and away today. Not particularly sure why that happened, but it did. It did. We got another one called FUDev. We're not going to read that out, of course. We're a family channel, but it's been around for 6 hours. Probably my upgrade from pump tires, no doubt. That has got how much? 83K volume on 19K liquidity. That is up 67%. So there we go. We got Love.io from Anders. And that's been around for 5 months. This particular pair, it's a pair of DAI. It's been around for longer than that, of course. 51% on that move. Pikachu, which is a meme coin launched by Firewell, who's about to launch SolidX and X Game. That is up 22% right now. That's been around for 10 days. Let's have a quick look at that, see where that's at. He did say he was going to continue to support it, but that's the chart right now. That's the chart right now. They had a little bit of was that a dead cat bounce, that one? And then we got Based, another one here, been around for a day. This one here, that's a chart there. So that's up 18% right now. I don't think there's much about this, is there? Much ado about nothing. Official George News. There we go. Looks like this guy's launching lots of different tokens. Time dividends. So now we're getting in some of the blue chips. I guess Love.io is, it's not quite a blue chip yet, but it has potential to be. We've still got to see a lot more from them. But Time Dividend is definitely a blue chip on PulseChain. And this is up 16.5%. There we go. That is the chart on Time Dividend. And you can see it's actually pushing to the top of the range. And it's currently at 4,400 of a penny. It is getting pretty hot on the weekly RSI, though. Look at that. It's up at 74, guys. But, it's still inching a little bit there. The daily's still got a room to move too. So daily's just bounced off 50, coming up 59 in the RSI, and it's at 4,400. So it looks like it does It's trying to move there, but the weekly is pretty hot on the weekly. Be surprised if that really able to keep going from here. It needs a bit of a breather, at least to move sideways, right? But we'll see. It's got room in the daily. And the 4 hourly there, not quite done. I don't know if there's a lot of room on the weekly though. But hey, look, might continue to try to push the half a penny there. Maybe it might get there to half a penny. All-time high is 58 hundredths of a penny back up here on 12th of February. So that's the week of 12th of February. So that's time dividend. And then we've got X game. We talked about Solid X. So who was that? That was Shane did it. Shane said. Shane said back up here somewhere. Shane, where did Shane go? Solid there. Solid X. That's the one. Solid X. So we got we got X game, which is related. The X game and Solid X kind of go together in some ways, and that's up 11% right now. And of course, they're about to launch. They got their casino license. Did I talk about that yesterday on live stream? Did I talk about that yesterday on live stream? I'm pretty sure I did. No, I didn't. I don't think I did actually. Let's go and pick that up. Let's go pick up Solid X news because we had already talked about it indirectly, but we're going to talk about it directly now because I think it was Fast Abdul found out about it, and but this is the news here. So great news! We've just received the official GLI certification documents. X Game is now certified with on-chain settlement and on-chain transparency, delivering a seamless Web 2-like experience with true Web 3 integrity. The milestone for Web 3 that started on PulseChain now. My bad. That's the video there. All right, so you can see the core animes there. What is GLI? Well, Gaming Laboratories International is the global authority for testing and certifying games. It is the benchmark regulators and operators trust to prove fairness, security, and legitimacy. Every major iGame studio like Pragmatic, Evolution, Hacksaw has GLI certified games. Now, if you guys have been on BetFury, you'll know these games, right? So if you know these games, but those are closed, centralized systems with servers and operator-controlled math. Yes, they are indeed. And of course, X Game is different. It offers on-chain settlement wherever deployed, launching on PulseChain, Base, and BSC. So that's pretty interesting. On-chain, Base, and BSC. That's pretty useful information. So it's multi-chain. Fairness, math, and outcomes are verifiable with on-chain transparency without reliance on hidden servers or closed systems. So pretty bullish there. X Game appears to be one of the first Web3 gambling platforms to achieve this GLI certification. So it makes it pretty unique in DeFi. So far, we have not seen any other fully on-chain setup reach this level. It shows that blockchain platforms can meet the same standards as traditional iGaming. So it's pretty exciting. This is a win for Solid X holders. It strengthens the PulseChain ecosystem. It also positions us to expand beyond our walls, bringing more people into Web3 through chain-agnostic partnerships. And then, of course, our certification system unlocks multi-chain expansion beyond PulseChain. And I really think about that bringing capital into to PulseChain. It's really another big way of bringing capital. So it's going to be a big deal there. So if you're wondering, we need more capital, this is one of the ways that more capital is coming onto the chain. Business to business, white label opportunities for operators as well. So really expansion there for others to use and promote. Chain agnostic partnership across ecosystems, which is cool. The official paperwork is here. A big one. They're a big one there. GLI certified on-chain gambling platform powered by PulseChain, expanding multi-chain, white label ready, and partnerships chain agnostic. All of it flows back into SolidX and the ecosystem. So, what we're seeing today, X Game is on the move, and it's only just begun. It's only just begun. I wish I can't sing it like that lady or whatever her name is. I can't remember now, but that's pretty good news, right? Pretty good news. Brian says he's got to run. See you, boss. See you, Brian. Big shout out. Have a great day. Anita says, hi, now. Good to see you. Yeah. He's on the run, though. Anita. He's on the run. You might have to meet up with him for I don't know, at some Truckers Cafe or something like that. Truckers Cafe. I don't even know if he goes to Truckers Cafe, but it sounds funny to me. I-98, yeah. I probably got that off a movie, Brian, because I'm not American, so I probably got it off a movie. Get off at the I-98. Is that the saying? Get off at the 998? I don't know. What state is that? Is that like is it like California or something? Or was it Texas or somewhere like that? I don't know. Let me know in the chat where I-98 goes through. Maybe it goes through multiple states. I don't know. But yeah, well, there we are. So got a bit of a pump here on X Game, and the market's a bit late actually, a bit slow to pick up on this news. But let's see where it goes from here. This is a pump tires, right? X Game pump tires. So that is the play, and you can see the chain. It's been holding up pretty well. The chart. Is it about to go all guns? We shall be see. It's one of our big launches coming up this month from the whales, Fire Whale. I don't see Solid X here though. So X Game's on the move already. They have different tokenomics, right? Different supplies and things like that. But X Game is on the move, so pretty cool. What else? Reserve Tay. Reserve Tay there is up, been around for 8 months, up 7.6% right now. Number 10 to wrap over top 10. Well, we just got flipped. Remember, just got flipped by Pepe. Pepe Pump Tires, 7 months, up 7%. So Pepe showing a bit of strength there. Let's have a quick look at Pepe and see how it's going there. Well, it's kind of rolled over a little bit, but making a bit of a defense, let's say, at 1/10 of a penny. So there we go. That is good old Pepe there. How's this going to do you think in the bull run on here? There's got lots of meme coins. Only so many will do particularly well. You really got to pick and choose the right ones, I think, for the big gainers. What else? We got number 11 is Remember, up 6.8%, 6.7%, I should say. We've got BFF from OG WebChef as well. So we've got a couple of OG WebChefs here, up 6.5%. And as I understand it, they're going to be resetting a new token launch. Is that today, tomorrow? I don't know. You might have to get into OG WebChef to find out all the latest about that. Zendog, number 15, been around for 6 months here, up 5.8%. We've got Teddy Bear from James Maria, been around for over 2 years, up 5.5% there. Teddy Takeover is right next door to it. Oh boy, these two are fighting each other, aren't they? They're fighting each other, these two. Well, we did see a recent pump in the old Teddy Bear. So let's have a quick look at the two Teddies, and you guys decide. There's also the third Teddy, right? Teddy Bear? Is it Teddy Bear? But let's have a look at the daily here on the old James Maria one. Been around for a long time, right? So it's got a lot of chart history. It's definitely down on the RSI, guys. Maybe a big up opportunity here. And then it's currently at 8 zeros, 9,700. So there we go. How far back does that chart go? How deep does the rabbit hole go? But there we go. It's kind of holding at the bottom of the range, really. Already been down here before. So yeah, it's the RSI looking down. Where was the RSI at the time? It was down pretty low back here and started rallying up. So might be a good possibility here. We got the other Teddy, which is Teddy Bear Takeover, which is backed by typically Moon King and Ian Heinisch. Ian Heinisch a couple of hours ago said that he's got some big news. Both these influencers got about 110,000 followers or something on PulseChain, and he said he got some big news. Going to let us know on the X, so we'll keep lookout for that. It's Ian Heinisch. What do we got here? So a big pump in old Teddy Bear, and out of nowhere, bam! The RSI was pretty oversold though. Look at that. The RSI was down here. And then bam, a market maker came in and pushed that thing up, and now we're back up at 2,300th of a penny. So Teddy Bear Takeover doing some action there, Action Jackson. Sparta. Oh, this is a Sparta here, and then we had a comment from Shane again. Shane is all over these charts, I can tell. Yeah, Shane X ratio on the move there. So let's have a quick look at this one. It has been around for what do we say? 4 months on this particular beer, almost 5 months. And that is the chart there right now. And boy, look, all the big buys coming on here. Look at that. What the fudge and muchin'. Look at all those coming in, rolling in. The money is rolling in. And yeah, we had a bit of a pump there the other day. What's that, 5-6 days ago? They got a new token, right? New tokens being dropped. Is that right? Sean, you were talking about that, I think, new token. I'm not sure when that's happened yet. With cutoff time, has it happened? I don't know. Let me know. I haven't, not over that one. But yeah, new token airdrop, was it? And here we are at 8,200 or 8.2 cents actually, looking pretty good there. Let's have a look at the ratio to Hex. Is that the one you were talking about? Hex ratio on the move? It is indeed. So yeah, the Hex ratio. So at the moment, Sparta is worth 10.25 Hex. Each Sparta is worth 10.25 Hex there. Nice little pump there, and we had that big pump the other day. So it's on the move there. What's the token called? I think we've got Shane coming in with the alpha, guys. It is got a no, that's not Shane. That was Brian. Is Sean. Sorry, Sean. I keep on saying Shane. I apologize. Sean. Panda X soon. that is coming. Yeah, is the cutoff happened for those people? Is a snapshot? If you got Sparta, has that happened yet? Yeah. That's a clap for Sean for bringing the alpha. It's a clap for Sean for bringing the alpha today. All right, so that's 10 and a quarter right now on that one. Great hex play, says Sean. Great hex play. That is Sean in the house. There we go. All right, what else we got going? Let's scroll down a bit further down here. We've got a couple more teddy bears and Sparta pairs. Got a couple more OG Web Chef here with the Finvestor, the main one, the parent, is the grandfather, let's say. $5.15 right now, up 4%. Let's have a quick look and see where Finvestor is overall. Kind of, represents the health of the overall ecosystem. That is the chart right now on the daily. Man, these daily charts, you've got to go back to the weekly, right, to get yourself, get everything in screen. That is Finvestor right now. So I understand that they are doing something with the other token. I can't remember which one it is. Was it Remember or something? I can't remember now. I wish Wookie was here who would remember. But yeah, can only buy with Sparta, says Sean. I can only buy with Sparta. Oh, PandaX. Okay, cool. You got to buy PandaX to buy. You got to buy Sparta to buy PandaX. Okay, that's a smart move. I like what the dev's done there. $5.16 right now. All-time high was $104. So there we go. This is on the weekly charts, by the way. Let's jump away from there, and we'll go down to Pulse Puppy. Been around for over a year, up 4%. Pump Tires Die is up 4% right now. Let's have a quick look at that, eh? It's a little nosy on Pump Tires Die, and we can see we're on the daily here. It's not quite off the bottom, but it's pretty low. It's definitely rolled over. I don't have an RSI on this one, but let's put an RSI. How is PDI right now going? The PDI crew is still pretty maxi. Now, look at the RSI, guys. This is really oversold. So it's indicating, that this could rebound with a pretty violent up to the upside. Look at that violent upside there. Are we going to get another one here? So it could be a good little entry here on the old Pump Tires diet. Now, obviously not financial advice, but we're just going by the chart there with the RSI is pretty reliable. Launch soon, says Sean there for the old PandaX. All right, so that is a Pump Tires die. Let's quickly look at quick look at PDI just as it is. I just find it easy to find PDI on here. PDI at the moment is 0.4 of a penny. So I mean, it was sitting around 46 and it had been at the 43 kind of range. It's down on 0.4 of a penny. So it's still holding up pretty well. And I know that Better Bank is sort of getting closer to relaunch, aren't they? With the old Better Bank updates, they're pretty reliable with the updates there. All right, so that is Pump Tires die. Now there's also Good Die around, right? This is depending on who you're asking, it's Good Die, but Good Die's out there too. So there's three dies. What else we got going? Curve right now, number 27, up 3.8%. BFF, of course, another OG Web Chef one there. Vouch with the old PulseChain validating. It is from Haunted, right? Pretty well-known, popular personality in PulseChain. Up at 3.4% right now. I think they've got 3 or 4 tokens in their ecosystem doing different things like validating. Definitely worth checking out. X is up 3.3%. I keep forgetting whether this X is related to the Crypto Paradise guys. Just can't remember now. Probably should do a bit more, look into it a bit more. Pump Tires. So the main coin for Pump Tires is Pump Tires. It is at 1.2 cents right now, up 3%. So let's have a little nosy at this one. And see where we are right now. So that is the Pump Tires. Let's go to the daily chart. It's been around for 7 months, isn't it? So that is it right now. Kind of in the middle of the range, right? The RSI definitely getting down towards, not fully oversold yet, but definitely look at it. It's come back a long way there on the daily. So could be a nice really pump there for the old Pump Tires. What else? We have had a bit of a resurgence in the old Pump Tires over the last couple of weeks too, right? We've had quite a bit of uplift in those. Maybe softened off a little bit over the last week, but definitely before that was definitely a lot of activity there. Everyone wants to become the king of the hill. Well, not everybody. But a lot of people play Pump Tires over on Pump Tires and never let it get to the king of the hill. They make their money there before they even get to the PulseX. But some people let the tokens, go over to PulseX and make money over there. Hopefully, not always though. That's probably the case there. What else do we got? RSI sitting at number 33, up 2.7%, and Solid X, which is important because that's the one that's going to be benefiting from the launch of X game here. with the benefits. So it's going to be burning the old token away, right? Burning the old Soldex away. $8.50 right now. Pretty damn good entry, honestly, guys. This is crazy entry right now. Anything in this range, it's kind of pretty amazing. Let's pull up the RSI on this as well. Soldex is coming, man. It is coming. $8.50 right. Almost, I wouldn't say, it's at the near the bottom of the range, the sort of bottom of the range part. RSI super low, 33. Come on, this has got to be. I'm going to say it. You got to do your own due diligence, but easy money right here. Oh, the old PulseX there. Firewall is about to unleash the beast. So it's getting pretty close. So when we were talking about launch, second half of September is kind of the estimated launch period there for this. Now they've got their license, as we just see here, and that is pretty awesome, right? That's pretty awesome. I don't think they've got any other update on there at the moment. Yeah, obviously they've done their trader. They've got the trader bot operating. They've been upgrading that, and that's operating like a boss. But not much else other than that. So pretty good news there. All right, where else are we up to? We're up to 41 minutes on the hour. We're doing pretty good time. We had quite a few little token tips today, haven't we? Because the RSIs have been leading us into some good, pretty good quality plays right now. So there's lots of opportunities on PulseChain right now, guys. That's definitely sitting there for the taking. What else we got? Number 34 BFF up 2.5%. UFO OG from PTC up 2.3%. Let's have a quick look at UFO. And of course, this is ticking away their reflection token. How are we going? Let's have a look at RSI on this too. It's been around for a while, so we might go to the weekly chart on here. That's the weekly chart right now. So obviously looking a bit weak relatively, but certainly off the bottom here. 4 zeros 15, and 4 zeros 22. Let's have a look at the RSI. And I haven't got any moving averages or anything else, any other metrics on there, but that is where we are. 45 right now on there, so not really a big tell on the weekly. But definitely on the daily, it's getting oversold, almost oversold, not quite fully, but definitely looking like it may bounce from here. Definitely plausible. Currently at quadruple 0224 there for UFO. Of course, PGC, the Greys, had a big rally and then got sold off again. And it's just down here a bit further, so we'll get to that. Blitz from Pulsalium Farm is one of the NCM tokens there, based on PulseX, up 2.2%. Liberty up 2.25% there as well. But we're going to jump into PTC the Grey sitting at number 41 here, up 2% right now. And let's have a quick look where this is going. So we didn't see that roll over there. It continued to go down, right? Didn't see that. That didn't happen. And it continued to go down there. This is on the 4 hourly. Oh, let's go to the daily. That must have been the daily that I had there. Maybe I should unwind. Maybe I should go back there. Yes, let's see what that fits the daily. Maybe it was a daily chart there. Yeah, it still didn't hit the daily there. Didn't roll over there. Didn't end there. So what do we got here? We got 00035 on the chart right now. RSI definitely, look at that, really down the oversold level. So this is probably looking like a turning event for the chart there. I was probably just slightly premature on the chart. And typically when you get wick, see this wick here, you get a wick down like this, typically the chart will continue to go down there like that. Unless there's a defeater of some fundamental. See that wick down, that normally says that if you think, oh, it wicked back down and got back up, and you think it's going to go up, typically it doesn't. It typically just goes back down to meet that wick, and that's exactly what it's done. So it's seen it time and time again. So know that. The RSI is now pretty much in the oversold territory. So this is possibly here, probably where we might see this turning event, right, on the old PGC, the Greys there. Where we got a little arc. Let's put a little arc there. So I had the arc probably a little bit too early, but looks like, we're probably pretty much around there now, given the RSI. So that fits pretty well, right? That fits pretty well. So there we go. That is the mark right now. So that is PGC the Greys. So looking kind of cool for a pickup for PGC the Greys. What else did we say looked like kind of cool pickup? There's Solid X, a good pickup, right? We talked about that. X Game, a good pickup. I think we talked about a couple others that had good pickups. Just can't remember them all now, but definitely a few opportunities in the charts today. What are we coming down a bit further? Let's go into RhinoFi, number 47 with the recharge. Now they're changing some of their tokenomics, right? RhinoFi. We might go have a quick nosy at these guys. Let's have a look at these guys. Are doing things a little different. It's kind of like a Treasury DAO, isn't it? They've got their Pulse Treasury DAO. They have a 28-day recharge, so it's a different mechanism because it kind of fills up every 28 days, and they use 50% of that. So they've got particular parameters for that. But at the moment, it's at 0007. And of course, we have had the down sentiment from PulseChain. But let's have a look at the ratio to Pulse. And we're sitting around 18.5 Pulse per Rhino right now. And remember, they're burning tokens, rewarding tokens, all that sort of stuff. I think if they've got the tokenomics down here. Yeah, you earn order rewards in Pulse. Charging Wallet earns 50% of all the Pulse rewards and adds it to the buy and burn contract. Now, they have made a few changes, I believe, but 28-day recharging cycle, yeah. So let's have a quick look. Let's go have a look at a little nosy on X account and see what they have to say for themselves. Let me pull it up in a minute. I did see something about this. That's why I'm having a look at it, because I did see something about that. So we're going to scroll down a little bit here. You got to say Jolly Roger there with his little Rhino Fire hat. I mean, come on, guys. And then Derek's does a great job as well in there. Great team. So great bunch of people, great team. Really one of the top tiers there. I love Jolly Roger's little Rhino hat though. It's pretty fun. All right. Rhinofy arbitrage bot. This is what I must have seen there. The herds automation is doing exactly what it was designed to do. Our R bot has been working nonstop, and the Surf Rhino, also with Crypto Paradise, liquidity pool has now been built to $17,000. Why this matters for the community: more liquidity, tighter spreads, stronger markets. This isn't a one-off event. It's the beginning of a system designed to consistently strengthen Rhino. And these guys are really clever, so they've been doing really, really good stuff there. Getting a bit of love there from the old Ummer and that, so kind of cool. Just one of the many things this team has been doing. I'm just having a quick look, see whether they've got anything. There was an announcement. I think it must be a little bit older now around the Pulse there. Something like this. Yeah, the system has strong safeguards. Charging wallet won't exceed 750 million Rhino. Floor, it won't drop below 250 million Rhino. So there we go. Even if Burns pause at the floor, it continually earns and farms Pulse, charging the next cycle. Yeah, so that's been pretty good. Let's go have a look at the amount of Pulse that's in the old charging. Having a little bit of a deep dive on the Rhino today. How about that? Rhino team didn't expect that today. But there we go. We've got the Rhino Fire there. Cycle number 3. And how much Pulse? We got 982,000 Pulse. Oh, they just started the third cycle, guys. So we just finished the cycle 2. That was pretty cool. What they earned 21.8 million. Safe burn, and they've filled up. Look, they've filled up the Rhino Fire bounce. Got 150 million Pulse in it now for the buy and burn. Very, very cool. And they did change something around the tokenomics here, around trying to save the Pulse for when Pulse starts to really rally. I think that's the idea. And the goal for this cycle, for cycle 3, look at cycle 3. Yeah, cycle 3 is 412. Rhino charge balance at the moment is already 412, so they're already above their target, and they only just started. So 26 days to go. So it's been running for 3.5 days, and they got already earned almost a million Pulse there so far. So this seems to be operating pretty darn good, going well. And not only that, but you also get some rewards while you're holding it and all that sort of stuff. So especially if you're doing LP as well. So pretty dynamic ecosystem there. All right, so that is Rhinofy. Bam, bam. Big shout out to the team. They should be selling those little Rhinofy little headgears. It's kind of get trendy, right? So it's Rhinofy. It was all the way down here somewhere. We were at number 37, weren't we? Yeah, Rhinofy. We've got a few others on the mix. So we've got a few there up 1%. I'm not going to go through the rest of these, but we went through everything pretty much around 2% or more. And we've got lots of tokens down here not really firing right now, including Mafia's Surf's on a bit of a discount right now, so you might want to look at picking that up. Source on Mini Mill, Pulsalium, the farm, Peacock is down here, the meme coin right now. So that is at, let's have a look at the old Peacock meme. A bit of a battle between Peacock and Bria token going on right now. Getting pretty fierce, pretty fierce there. We're at 0.4 of a penny for the old Peacock. Probably everyone's looking for is the market cap, $3.5 million here on the market right now, and they're both pump ties, right? So that means that there is real market cap here for the old Peacock, 3.5 million. I'm not sure where the Bria token is right now. Oh, there it is. The Bria. It looks like someone sold it off earlier. There we go. Someone did a sell-off here because it's probably holding up all right. And then, someone did a sell-off on the chart just today. How many hours ago that was? Just this hour. Okay. So it was up at 4,400 of, 0044 Now someone's came in, sold it down to 37 just as we're on the live show. Well, just before I showed it, but you get the idea while we're on the live show. And that was that. There was a seller yesterday, so maybe that was the seller that was doing that. So that is a Bria, maybe good for a pickup right now, because Coinwell is coming, right? Coinwell is coming. So let's jump over to where we're going here. We're going to jump away from PulseChain now, and we're going to get into Titanx. How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys feel about that? Good. Nita says you need a hype button, Superman. Go to YouTube Studio on your settings. Really? Hype button. I'll have to check. I don't even know what that is, Anita. I'll have to go check that out. Hype button. I do have a lot of features here on the studio. I don't use a lot of them. But we have a lot of features here, like the magical twinkle. But I'll definitely have a look at that, Anita, see what that hype button is. We do have some magic stuff. We have, I can bring on different cool things. I haven't done that yet, but I can do that. Let's see what else we got in here. We can have we got that. I don't know what that does. Yeah, I've got a few things here I can use, but I haven't really played around with them much at the moment. We've got these cool effects here. We'll play one of these. Let's do this. Why not? Why not? Let's have a bit of fun here before we get into Titanx. Let's fireworks. Let's do fireworks. You get more views with the hype button. Okay, I'll check that out. I haven't seen. I haven't even seen a notification on that either, but I will check that out after the live stream in the YouTube studio. Okay, on your settings. All right, I'll check that out. All right, let's get into Jake Sharp is back for Titanx. So we're jumping away from PulseChain now. We're going into the Ethereum Titanx universe, and he's back. He's back. So we saw a couple comments here. Where was the last time he had been on? September the 5th. So he hadn't been on here since the 11th of July was the last time we saw an update from him. But then we've seen an update today. So hello there, kind sir. Replying to Bullish Lie there. And been a while. So yeah, kind of cool. What does this guy say? Even a quick hey, still there. Check-in would be a lot too many. And so he did. There we go. So he's coming and doing that. That's from Jake Sharp. Got new profile pic. Fill me in on the TLDR of the recent updates. That's what he says there. He's had 12,000 views on that so far. September the 5th there, life advice. He's got a bit of that out there at the moment as well. And drop your thoughts below. Cycle still intact, extended, or the same one there. So he's got a little poll out right now. So he's back on the field from the looks of it. Even if for a little while, we shall see. But Titanx went and pumped. Can you look at that? So Titanx pumped out of that and game on. So Titanx, they're up 18.6% today. Let's have a quick look at the chart. We'll do that. Have a look at the chart there. So that is the Titanx been pumping. Look at that. Woohoo! It's on the 15-minute chart. Let's go to the 4-hourly. So I've been pumping over the last wee while there. In fact, we go to the daily. You can see it's had a nice little pump there on the daily. And let's log that chart. And it's up from 6 zeros, 1669 to 6 zeros, 2000, let's say. That's where we are right now. That's US cents. 6 zeros, 2000. We look at the indicator for the versus Ethereum though, and we can see that actually it's obviously it's been waterfalling all the way down, right? Waterfalling all the way down, but today had a nice little bounce. So is this the bottom? That's always the thing. Is this the bottom? And we're getting close to interest rate cuts. So Ethereum pumping, and it does appear that Titanx potentially is very, very well undervalued. Remember that if the Ethereum goes to 15K, let's say by the end of the year, then there'll be about $100 million buy and burn pressure inside the Titanx ecosystem. So that's got to be revalued, right? And revalued. So picking it off early, getting entry early. The only countenance to that is relativity plays. So would you do better holding on to something else for a little bit longer before that all pumps? So there's some of the things people think about. But that is pretty cool. Dragon X up 14% on the back of that move. The ratio to Dragon X to Titanx is 11 right now. So, it's typically been around 12, isn't it? 12. So it's just slightly below that. X28 is the Omnichain version of Titanx. That's up 11% today. Shogun up 17% right now. Hyper is up 15%, and Hydra is up 15%. Volt's up 20%, so a nice little move there. We are expecting, we got a new roadmap from Stevie D around that, the mad scientists. So that's been pretty good. And we haven't really talked about that, so let's maybe bring that in. Hopefully we can find that. Quickly talk about that. That's Volt and Stevie D. I think we got the, not sure how many posts he's been doing, but I thought we got an updated one here. I'm not sure if it's that one there. Yeah, I thought it was down here somewhere. Volt Rocks. I thought there was a updated roadmap. Here it is. Yeah, Volt Shockwave roadmap. Volt Rocks build the most secure loaning protocol. That's coming up by forking Liquidity V1. There we go. That's coming up there. Power Protocol launch an index token backed by Volt, Viper, and Turbo. Volt V2 removes Genesis and Liquidity ad. Surge coming, Volt meme coin. And then Volt staking, launch staking infrastructure for Volt ecosystem future. So it looks like he's changed things up a little bit there from original. That seems to be his latest roadmap there from Volt. That is pretty cool. Mad scientist at work. Inferno there, up 11% as well. Flux up 15%. Taurus sitting at $1.51 right now, down 5.8%. Operating pretty well, actually, isn't it? Morpheus, pretty flat right now, which is a little surprising. Sitting at 0.28 DragonX at the moment for Morpheus. So Morpheus is on top of DragonX, DragonX on top of TitanX, TitanX on top of Ethereum, etc. So that's kind of the layer there. Matrix is up 36% today, though. That's pretty cool. Equal to 1,450 thousand hyper. So not too bad. Blaze up 18% right now. Tink up 16%. Tink is for the Tink farm, right? The farm, one of the utilities. Ascend up really, really strong. 93 DragonX, 40% there. So on the top, Ascend there on top of DragonX, on top of TitanX, on top of Ethereum. So all these layers, right? All these layers. And of course, we interviewed Stevie D there with Helios and Janus Towers. And of course, he's got that Janus Towers is taking it to the next level with 28 levels. Can you believe it? Of tokens, one on top of each other. Pretty crazy, pretty awesome, pretty exciting. So Janus Towers out there. Excuse me. I almost got myself to death, but that is it. That is it at the moment on the old TitanX there. Now we're going to have a quick look at, I guess, Taurus. We've been following that pretty closely. And we've got Unity on the chain, right? Excuse me. It's entered the depth there as he coughs himself to death. So, yeah, what we've got there, 2,634% right now on the ROI for creating, but staking is flipped, right? Flipped, and we've got 3,400. That's even wider now. It's even wider now. So, definitely everyone's encouraged to stake. This is great. We've seen this operate for, 6 days, 7 days, something like that now. And change things up there. So pretty cool. The burns captured all the value there with ETH and TitanX in it. And of course, getting a boost today from TitanX going up, right? That boost on TitanX means that all of the value here has gone up, right? So that's pretty cool. Not only gone up for the buy and burn, but also for this sum here. So it's all gone up in value. And also the Titanx in here gone up in value. So that all goes up. So that's how it works, folks. It's pretty cool. This day 58, so we got 95,860 tokens in the reward pool. Liquid at the moment is 5,277 liquid tokens. So that's pretty cool. 65,500 Taurus in supply. 35,000 almost burned. And staked almost 22,000 there. 3.53 billion shares and 231 billion Titanx bought up and burn. Now let's have a look at the dashboard, because this is probably the interesting thing, is to see the staking flipping with the yield. Everyone's staking now rather than creating. That's going to have impact. So let's go down to the bottom here and have a look at the look at that. So that is all that orange there is the stakers now. So see, it was dominated by creators in blue, and now everyone is taking their Taurus and staking it, which is great. That's what it's designed to do. So pretty neat there, pretty neat indeed. In fact, that's almost that maximum day 145 candles, almost 500,000 Taurus in there. Isn't that crazy? And the most of it is staking. That's fantastic. Let's have a look here. So we've got a lot of stuff happening there. 268 stakes now, so it's really blowing up. You can see there's not a lot of creations, 3 to 5 maybe in the last week. But staking, look at that. That is suddenly climbing. Look at that. 12, 8, 9, 10, 12. Yeah, 12 yesterday. So that is on the move. So it's working like a charm. Really, really cool. System adjusts and all that. Let's have a look at Unity, and that is on PulseChain, right? So that's on Ethereum with Titanx, getting a pump today on Titanx, and it's only the beginning, no doubt. If it really pumps, imagine how big this buy and burn treasury is going to get in US dollar terms. Crazy, right? Crazy. Unity. Let's go to Unity now. Likewise, if Pulse and PulseX, get to the pump that we're expecting in the future, then all this buy and burn will also go up pretty crazy. We're only on day 19 though, so 18 full days. We've got 30,800% on the creation, so very different over here on PulseChain. 3,669% on staking. So obviously everyone will be creating right now, right, with that 10x gain there. Pretty crazy. Let's jump over to the buy and burn. Obviously with PulseX and Pulse sort of pretty flat today. These are not going to change too much apart from people entering the protocol, feeding these treasuries. The stats right now: $2.2 million in the reward pool, 98,572 tokens today. And the liquid amount is 915. Crazy. Remember that was 2,000? Remember we talked about that was 2,000? It's 915 now. There's been a little bit of profit taking from the looks of it. But we're still holding up pretty strong at $22.40. We got to about almost $25 yesterday. So been a bit of profit taking there. We got 16,000 total supply Unity, 4,000 burned, 6,500 staked. We've got 2.18 billion in total shares, 1.54 billion burned. Let's go have a look at the analytical dashboard as well. And we can see, if we look on the log, that we are coming up for the first really big inflation event, which is day 23, right? So we're on day, what did we say day we're on? Day 18? Was that the one we're on? 19, on day 19. So day 19 is this one. So we do have, 100... over 100 tokens coming out today, 115 or something. That will be a bit of sell pressure, no doubt. Maybe we've already seen some of that already. Tomorrow's not many coming up at all. Tomorrow, day 20, basically nothing. And then day 21, we've got another 150, another 120 on day 22. But day 23 is definitely a big jump. We've got about 1,600 tokens coming out, and that will correct the price. That will correct the price there. Now, some may stake, but I suggest to you, given the price, it's such a nice little profit, that we'll probably see that all come down there, and we'll start to see it adjust from day 23. Next big adjustment will be obviously we've got some other decent candles coming out, like day 31. There's 3,300 coming out there. 2,300 coming out on day 29, so day 29, 31. But day 34 is the big adjustment day. There's about 1,400 tokens or something coming out. So that's when all adjust, and that's when we'll start to come back to this yield coming down for trading, dropping, and the staking, eventually getting a flipping coming up, but it's still a little while away. And we can see the people maybe in the holding liquids kind of front running that whole move right now. So, performing like a boss, isn't it? Performing like a boss there. We got Talone in the house there. Superman, nah. Great coverage from you every day. Unity crushing it so far, absolutely crushing it. Yeah. Well, the way I think of Unity and Taurus is they've got phases that they've got to go through, and we're still in that first phase for Unity. And so, in the first phase, we always get this run up, right? We get this run up in the price chart. And it's pretty cool to see. Next phase will be adjustment, and then the flipping from creating to staking, and then after that we've got the max day period, right? So day 89. So that's kind of where we start getting, well, actually it starts a little earlier than that, probably around day 68 or something like that. But that's kind of when we get the reward inflation adjustments. Kind of got the three phases, and then we got fourth phase, right, which is where we look to see what market makers do with all the stuff staked, and the back and forth between creating and staking. So it's kind of like four phases. It's how I kind of think about the project, and we're already into phase 2 on Taurus. We're almost ending phase 1 on Unity. That's kind of the way I look at it. All right, cool. All right, I might put that on the chart just to make it a little bit more visual, but that's kind of the play. So we're up to now in 5 minutes, guys. I think that's probably a good play to be. Jack Sharp is back. Titanx had a pump today. Buy and burn probably won't be operated until later in the year, if it does get used at all. Towards the end of the year when it's more valuable, just like the Magic Carp ride for PulseChain. But that is kind of the play right now. All right, so I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Now in 5 minutes. What else are we going to say? I think that's it. Is it? Is that it? Yeah. So yeah, what we summarized? So we got PulseChain. We covered that in pretty good depth. Richard Hart Promotions potentially could start dropping this weekend, early next week, something like that. Apparently, that's been sent to the mail delivery, so presumably it's getting pretty close. We've got that will take ramp up time to have impact, but that should be pretty good. Interest rates, of course, looking very, very likely now, and probably more stronger rate cuts than expected now, given the mixed employment, stuff like that. They are running very late on the cuts, and then altcoin boom, right? Low interest rates mean risk on, and that is huge. And of course, we probably get a lot more monetary printing, and then of course after that we'll start getting the benefits of all the investment that's coming through as well, and that will also over time increase productivity. So that's going to be important too. So it's just all going to flow out pretty nicely during the Trump era. Kind of cool. All right, so that is pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the coverage today. We'll get back to the mix here. That is the chart. Actually, I was going to play out a little video here, so let's do that first, shall we? You never know. We might just get one of these as well at some stage. Who knows? We're going to get one of these.
You could get a God candle at any moment. You could get a giant green candle at any moment because it's easier to get them because it takes less economic energy because there's less of it for sale.
Yeah, so who knows? We'll keep a lookout for anything like that. You guys will know it when it comes. But we got some big launches this month, guys. September, we got Rick and Michelle with Coinwell, Coinaki. That's going to be pretty big. We've got the big launches with SolidX and X Game, probably second half of the September. We've got on-chain bet potentially this month as well. If not into next month, we've got Pulse Beat Miner, is it 369 from Cult DeFi. It's going to be launching soon as well. There's a number of liquidity forks, balancer forks coming, I think. So there's a lot of stuff happening in the PulseChain space, and so it's going to be a very busy time. And so hopefully it's all aligning all at the right time. It does seem to be. Promotions on. We're just in this. Maybe it was just the last quiet spot. It's just the last little pullback. It certainly feels like it based on the fundamentals. So let's accumulate what we can. And there's a few little opportunities today as we looked at to pick up some stuff. Now, if you guys want to get into the strategy club, links in the video description. Only $35 a month. Join up today for that. And if you want to become part of the community on Telegram, smash the get in there as well. It's free to join. If you want to become a community member of Discord, that's $12.50 a month. So get in those options. Links in the video description to the socials. We look forward to welcoming you to our community. All right, take care, everybody, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. That's all I can say. Bye for now. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and good chance I'll be catching you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. Bye for now.